Good day, everyone. My name is Christian Carbajal. So we will discuss to you the ethics, lifelong professional development, and upholding high standards of competence. So I'll be the first one who will discuss the ethics. So the term ethics may refer to the philosophical study of the concepts of moral right and wrong and moral good and bad, and to any philosophical theory of what is morally right and wrong or morally good and bad, and to any system or code of moral rules, principles, or values. So, in educational ethics, in this sense, it is analyzing, conceptualizing moral behavior through pedagogical determinants. This means that observing right or wrong actions. So, which means that ethics plays a very important role in education. Ethics are interpreted as the discipline of dealing with good and bad, with commitment and moral duty. And also, ethics are well established levels that make the measures right and wrong. So, the importance of education, of ethics in education, is that they help the system run smoothly, and as well as it sets the standards of what's acceptable and what's not, hence protecting the interest of both the educators and the learners. And it has been given a lot of importance over the years, and institutions are designing courses that help students. It is it is applicable on both the instructors, teachers, as well as the students. So we do have four principles of ethics in education. The first one is honesty. Honesty is a very important trait to have in education. Honesty simply means being loyal, truthful, trustworthy, sincere, and fair. And confidentiality, on the other hand, it is one of the other ethics that is essential in education. So, the confidentiality basically refers to our commitment, or to your commitment not to disclose or transmit information to the unauthorized people. It extends to information about either peoples or organizations. So, the third one is conflict of interest. When we say conflict of interest in education, it is a condition in which your main responsibility to a student is negotiated by engaging priorities. And also, conflicts of interest can display in a variety of contexts and for several various reasons. And the last one is responsibility. Along with all the ethics, responsibility is also one of the vital ethics in education. The student's responsibility takes place when students take an energetic part in their studying, by acknowledging that they are the ones that are responsible for their academic success. So that would be all. Miss Bahalia will continue the rest.
For the continuation of the report of Mr. Carvajal, let us talk about the lifelong professional development. Teachers engage in the process of lifelong learning as a way to meet the needs of their students, respond to best practices in the literature and research, and try to integrate the newly acquired approaches to support student learning. There is no standardized definition of lifelong learning. It has generally been taken to refer to the learning that occurs outside of a formal education institute like schools, holding the high standards of competence. There is a teaching standard. When we say teaching standards, pedagogy or teaching skills is at the heart of special education. Standards are developed around 10 standards that describe the minimum knowledge, skills, and dispositions shared by all special educators. So special educators have always recognized that the individualized learning needs of children are at the center of instruction. So there are 10 standards that will help you as a future educator to be effective teacher. But in this video, I will just discuss the 6 standards, and I will try my best to explain for you to understand each. Standard number 1 is the foundation. Special educators should understand the relationship of organization in special education. They should know the function of school system, and other agencies, because their knowledge serves as a ground for freedom to have their own personal understanding and philosophies of special education. Standard number two is the development and characteristic of learners. So, in this standard, teachers should have so much respect to the student differences, to allow all students to reach their full potential, focusing and drawing out their individual strengths. And because teachers actively take responsibility for their students' growth and development. So number three is the individual learning differences. So in this standard, teachers use their understanding of students' individual learning differences to adapt their lesson plan content and delivery, and to ensure that they promote and encourage diversity and values, particularly to students who have special needs. Number four is the instructional strategies. So in this and standard, teachers use variety of instructional strategies that allow students to develop their critical thinking, problem solving, and their performance. Teachers use digital and digital instructional materials that would help learners to acquire information that can improve their knowledge. The number five is the learning environment and social interactions. So in these standards, teachers understand how to develop and provide support learning environments for his or her students. Mm, number six is the language. So in this standard, special educators should match their communication methods to an individual language, proficiency, and cultural and linguistic differences. If the student is not proficient to English, and then you can utilize native language for better understanding. That would be all. Thank you.